So Jesus says the point of sacrifice is not what you give up or even what you receive. We're not fasting so that we receive something or so that we can, tell God or tell others. No, the point of sacrifice, the point of eternal rewards, the point of fasting and all of this is not what we receive, it's who we become. God is wanting to change you from the inside out. And so God is ready to assume full responsibility, Andrew Murray said, through a life wholly yielded to Him. Surrendering is simply the act of giving Him the keys and trusting Him to lead. Now, this is what this looks like. I heard the story a couple times in Bible college. A couple pastors told this story, and I'd always remembered it, and I thought of it when I was thinking about this moment of emptying yourself and allowing God to fill you, allowing through surrender God to do something that just seems like it's not possible. There was a little girl, she was 5 years old, and she had this teddy bear she took everywhere. I don't know if you've ever seen a little girl and they just have that toy, that doll, that's something they really cherish. And this teddy bear was left in the corner of her room, and a dog just ripped it apart, and she was so distraught, and she was crying and crying, and her mom tried to console her, and she just was unconsolable. And so the mom called the dad on the way home from work, and the dad had an idea, and when the dad got home, he went to go comfort the little girl, and the little girl was holding on to the pieces of this teddy bear. And the dad said, "Hey, can I see what the dog did? Like, show it to me." And she was just holding on, and she wouldn't even look at him. And finally, she was in this corner, kind of grabbed, and he pried from her hands this torn apart teddy bear that she was so distraught was ruined. And the moment she pried it from her hands, she got angry. And she said, "Dad, why would you do that? Why would you take that from me?" And she was so upset that her dad would take that thing from her. And the moment she was so upset that God would, her earthly father would pry it from her hands, he turned around and he gave her a brand new teddy bear. You see, he was the one that purchased it in the first place for her, and he knew where to get a new one. In fact, it wasn't even a newer one; it was a bigger one than she had before. And she was so happy, and she went from a moment of sadness and anger to a moment of triumph and joy. I want to tell you that it's not always like that, but many times our Heavenly Father is trying to pry from our hands the things we've made an idol in order to give us what we really need.